Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to episode 42 of Mustache Ride Podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, Sherman Cool. This guy right here, the Dirty Tooth. Say hi, Tooth.
Hello.
There he is. Tooth, can I confess something to you? This is a safe space, right? I can.
Yeah, this is a safe space.
Let me open up. Let me get a little vulnerable.
Yeah, get vulnerable. I won't laugh at you.
I don't think it's funny.
Oh.
I have an addiction.
Yeah. To blue hats.
No, I do like this hat though.
Oh yeah.
But my addiction is to mini starbursts.
The unwrapped
Have you had
ones?
them? The unwrapped mini starbursts that you just throw a whole handful in your mouth like the unshelled sunflower seeds.
No, you don't do that.
Oh yeah, you do.
No, you don't. They're all different flavors and they taste weird together.
I bought 3 big bags of unwrapped mini starbursts off Amazon for $21.
What's a big bag?
I'll show you.
Show the big bag. I want to know how big the bag is. Oh,
it's a good size.
Yeah, but it's not like as big as I thought it was gonna be. Oh, it's just the reds.
They're mini.
It's just the reds.
Oh, Tooth, I'm not proud of this. I've already made it through one bag of the regular. I'm working through another bag of the sour variety, and I'm saving the best for last, the Just Reds.
I will tell you that what? The best.
Oh, you heard me.
The best
sour ones are pretty good.
The best is clearly orange and yellow in the Starburst.
Yellow's good.
Yellow's good. Yeah.
Yellow's really good. Yeah, you nailed it there.
Okay.
Yeah,
orange.
That one.
Yellow and orange.
Nope. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
The red one. The red one sucks. The dark red one.
Oh, that's weird to hear.
It's the worst one.
Those words spoken.
Red dye number 40. Gross.
Orange over
good.
Red.
Oh yeah, all day.
Or it's not red enough. Add a little bit more red in there, and maybe we'll.
It's a different.
We can talk.
It's a different part of the color wheel, though.
Yeah, but it needs to be not that part of the color wheel because it's orange.
Yeah. All right. You're at the store and you're buying Kool-Aid. Which one do you go for?
Grape and lemonade. Mix them together. Purplesaurus Rex every time.
Purplesaurus. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I go for I go for the orange and lemonade. Yeah,
orange.
Yeah,
orange Kool-Aid.
Why do people hate orange? I don't understand.
What did I'm warming up to.
What did it do to you?
I'm warming up to like orange Gatorade. I'm starting to like it more.
It's like
maybe
it's like
my palate's changing.
It's like honeydew. Like it gets such a bad rap.
Honeydew's okay.
It's not bad. It's like though.
It's like weirdly sweet. Weirdly too sweet.
Yeah, but it's not bad. Like it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I'm not a big melon guy. Personally, I'm not a big melon guy. Never liked cantaloupe growing up. Do you like cantaloupe?
No, cantaloupe's gross. Nobody likes
Isn't
cantaloupe.
it gross? Yes. Okay. Look, we can agree on that. Let's
cantaloupe is
we'll
gross.
drop it there. Put a pin in the rest.
Because
we record this show twice a month, once every other Saturday. And we record it and we edit it up and we put it out on YouTube later on. But for now, we're recording live on YouTube. Thank you to you live viewers who are here and who cycle in throughout the night. We greatly appreciate you. We have a fun show for you guys tonight. We're going to be talking about what we've been playing and doing. And we got some fun stuff to talk about, some hypothetical situations, maybe some moments from our streaming past, some stories that we can talk about. And some other fun stuff. So I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah.
But first, we got to start with what Tooth's been doing.
What have I been
doing? I
want
to know. I gots to know.
What have I been doing?
Lay it on me.
I've been doing all sorts of stuff. I mean, like from traveling to space. I went to space and back. That was crazy. I can't talk a lot about it. I signed an NDA.
Oh, okay.
But real cool. Real cool
How cool is that?
stuff. It's cool. It's cool.
So it's real. It
Um,
exists.
it does exist, yeah. And the Earth,
Huh.
not flat. It's
Good to
round.
know.
It's round.
Firsthand, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Last, probably last,
Probably,
honestly.
yeah, probably last.
Yeah.
We're definitely not the first to. Other than that, though, I've been playing games. I've been playing Fable on stream still,
Heck yeah.
and I have to admit, I was not expecting it to be like a banger. You know what I mean? Like I was expecting it
Yeah.
to be like good,
You've
but
been let
like
down
I
by
have been let down by
the choices.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Fable is a banger, dude. It's
Hmm.
like 20 years old, but it's so good. Like the dialogue in it is like not good, but it's like so funny and like hilarious that it's just
Yeah.
like and the like I feel like the mechanics of it are really good for how old of a game it is. Like the fighting feels pretty good. Like the lock on and Z targeting is good. Like I feel like it all just like checks out, and I'm excited to like move on to like other Fable games, and I hope that I'm not let down by them. The only part that I am let down by is that I thought there was going to be like gold, like dust trails leading me to my next adventure,
Oh,
and there isn't in Fable, the
not
first
quite.
Fable.
No.
It's not there. But I knew that that was a part of like the new Fable teaser, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. And then it's not cool. It didn't have that. But I haven't died yet in the game.
That's impressive. Yeah.
It is really impressive considering that like I ended a game like I don't know, like Skyrim with over 50 deaths, like God of War with like a bajillion, like
Yeah.
Star Wars with a bajillion. Like I've died a lot in games. In this one, I have not died at all. I've been
Look,
sucking down health potions, but I'm
I
not
bet.
dying.
Little confidence booster though,
I
right?
am,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it's not like Fable's a hard game, but it's not like a cakewalk.
No,
You
there's
gotta
some
think and play right.
there's some like easy enemies, and then there's some that are just like, oh my God, like why are you so hard to fight? I don't understand
Yeah.
what's happening, but it's all technique. It's all like understanding what they're doing, and I feel like I'm starting to get it. And I have 500,000 gold. Crazy.
That's a lot.
It
Yeah.
is a lot. It's a
You bought any property yet then?
I haven't bought any property, but I hack the system.
Oh
My
no.
my
There's a lot of ways to do it in
yeah.
Fable too.
And so my good friend Kate, one of my mods, led me onto this little secret where I can up my guile. So I'm pretty guiley, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then I buy gems from one person, and then I go to another store and I sell them back at double the price that I bought them. And then I buy them back from them at a cheaper rate and then sell them back to them. And so I have 500,000 gold and I'm killing it. I'm trading gems for I'm like a business person in that game.
Nice.
And I'm a
That's
chicken chaser.
I remember on when I played it on Xbox, there it was like the original, I think, or like the Lost Chapters. And
Mm,
so it wasn't the anniversary edition where they patched it out. I'm pretty sure they patched it out. But there was a way you could like go into berserk mode and then you can like do the like unrelenting force or like the rush forward
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you go berserk, rush forward into a loading zone. It loads and then you can go back and like time is frozen. Everyone's frozen. So
Oh,
you just go into the shop and take everything.
that's cool.
And then you can unfreeze the time or whatever somehow
Yeah,
and go back in and sell it all back to him.
yeah.
And that's like a little bit more
It's
exploity,
huge.
but
Yeah.
that was fun back in the day.
It's cool. It's a really fun game, and I'm excited to keep playing through it, and the story is surprisingly good too. Like it's like I was just like at the last point I beat the arena. Like that's like the next
Yeah.
like main story quest and I beat it. And then it's like, your mom is alive, and I was like, "What? Like that's what?" And like it's sort of like really plot twisty. Like I don't really expect it because I play through it and I forget that there's a story because I'm just running around like trying to collect like blue mushrooms, and people are like, "There's a chicken chaser," and
Yeah.
I forget that I'm doing something in the game, and then stuff like that'll pop up, and I'll be like, "Oh dang, like that's cool, that's
Yeah.
super cool."
Really good game.
Yeah, so that's exciting. I'm excited to keep going with it. Um, and then what else have I been doing? I downloaded one of the free games from the Epic Game Store. It was
Mm.
called Model Maker. It's free. And I have to say, it's really cool. Like you're like building little like model tanks. There's a story mode to it. Once you get so far through it, like you are able to do like a sandbox mode where you're able to build whatever. I tried
Okay.
to stream it a little bit today, and I was like building this like dragon kit, and I built a tank and a airplane. Like it's like a cool little game. Like if you really like what is it? Pressure wash simulator. I feel like
Oh
you would
yeah.
I feel like you would really like this game because it's pretty satisfying. You get to paint the models. Like it's free on Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
I think it's like a easy win for to download that game. And
Nice.
then Party Animals, talk of the town. Everybody's playing it. Um, People have drops going all over the place for it because you get a cool Twitch outfit, which is fun. Um, if you buy it on Steam, you don't get
Okay.
it. You have to link your Steam account. But I didn't buy it on Steam, but I got all the drops just in case I ever want to pay $20 for it instead of free on Game Pass, which it is, the Xbox Game Pass.
Yeah.
Not on
Yeah.
PC Game Pass for whatever reason, but
That's
that's
weird, right?
it is weird. But that game is super fun. People are so fucking good. People are so good at it.
Yeah.
Like
It looks like
crazy.
Gang Beasts, and
It,
then people are good at Gang Beasts,
yeah.
and I don't know how to even move the dude in the right way
Nope.
at all, let alone grab people and throw them in front of a train. So,
It feels like human fall flat, Fall Guys, and Gang Beast all at the same time. But it's hard because I'm like, oh, like I'm forgetting to move the camera. And then it's like, oh, like
oh,
how do I jump? Oh, how do I and I forget the controls like every single time I play it. But it's a fun game. Like I think
yeah.
like overall like it's like the little mini games are really cool. Like I played one the other day where you like you go into an arcade like and there's each team has like two different like machines and you're trying to get into the arcade machine and so you can like catch the stars or whatever it is.
Okay.
And then you just like somebody walks up and just like jumps and like drop kicks you in the face while you're
Yeah.
on it. So
I've seen
it
some funny clips.
it's hilarious. It's a really good game. Like I think it's super fun. It would be super fun to play custom games because you can. But if you're queuing up online, it's like a 2v2 kind of situation. Like you go in with a teammate. So yeah, it's
Nice.
fun.
That's
And then
fun.
another free to play, which I guess it just popped free to play, is
Mm.
Disney Speedstorm. And it's free to play, so I'm not mad at it. And it's pretty good. It seems like there's a lot of stuff to grind for, but I'm
A lot
so
of
used to playing
cosmetics, right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm so used to playing Mario Kart and it's close, but it's like not like it at all.
Yeah.
And it's
Baby's first Mario Kart.
yeah, but
Mm.
I will say there's one thing in the game that like surprised me is when I was playing it, I was listening and the soundtrack slaps. It's like
Yeah?
remixes of all the old like Disney like songs that are for
Huh.
each one of the courses. So like like the Mulan course, it's like I'm gonna make a man out of you, but it's like this banger techno remix, and
I
it's
noticed that. Thinking back, I did notice that because I played this game too,
yes.
you guys. I started. Did you end up finishing the tutorial?
I'm halfway through the second part of the tutorial, like the second like
Oh,
Donald Duck mode.
I didn't even get through the first part. I was hoping I could play online after the first part. There's a
I
second part?
there's three
Ah,
parts. There's three parts.
jeez.
Yeah.
My
There's
God.
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and then Goofy. But
I'm
the
just
nice
trying
thing
to kick
is,
some kids' asses.
yeah, good luck. It's a competitive scene. I watched some people
Yeah?
play it. Yeah, people are good.
Huh?
Yeah, it's kind
Okay.
of crazy. Somebody did come into my chat when I was playing it the other night, and they're like an OG. Like they played it like
Oh,
early
they bought
release
it day one.
person. They bought it day one.
Bought it.
They were top 15 like when it first came out, like competitively.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy. top
That's
15 in
cool.
a racing game. That seems like a actually pretty big flex.
Especially like a kart game, just like
Yeah.
Mario Kart, like the mechanics can go pretty deep, and there's
Oh
little
yeah.
nuances that you can take advantage of in games like that. Yeah,
It's
I
a
noticed there's little differences. It's not Mario Kart, but it's kind of like it. Really pretty maps, really good looking game.
yeah.
Really feels fluid. The animations are all nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll have to pay more attention to the music. I'll pay attention to that because it sounds cool.
The music bangs, dude. And one thing that I do like about the animations is like in Mario Kart, like you hit somebody and they like spin out in front of you, and that's cool. Like, but if you hit somebody with one of your special abilities in this game, it like goes slow mo, like they just like break into like a slow mo mode.
Yeah,
It's cool. It's a cool game. Like
like
especially for
Burnout.
yeah, like it.
Remember?
Yeah, it's I think like yeah, those games like that when so like I love the slow-mo effect. Like
Yeah.
Burnout was good. Like there were some other parts in Need for Speed games that were like that too.
Sure.
Like something would
Mhm.
happen and like it would just hit this like crazy slow-mo drift and
You go off a big ass jump and it's just like 7 camera angles, all slow mo. That's
yeah.
like Forza Horizon. Yeah,
I haven't played Forza Horizon, but I've seen clips like that and yeah, I love stuff like that. So I would
yeah.
say free to play game, that's good. It's a good game and
Nice.
I'm happy with them. So
Glad it's free to play. I was never gonna buy that thing.
I would not buy it. No, 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 no.
No,
It's good, but I'm not gonna buy it.
no.
I feel like I say that a lot. I'm like, yeah, that game's great.
Hey,
I won't buy that game.
hey, is what it is. Facts is facts.
Facts is facts. And then right before this game, I played Overwatch 2,
Oh yeah,
and it's the same as it always
yeah.
is. I'm kind of
Mm.
mad at it, kind of hate it, kind of love it. Sometimes don't
I
love
still,
it.
I still try to play at least like 1 round a day just to get that 500 battle pass XP and get the
Yeah,
items and hopefully finish the battle pass. But
I want to play it more, but then again, I don't want to play it more. You know what I mean? It's like one of
and
those
at this point,
relationships.
I'm going back for Iliari, which
Yeah.
I've realized now. I said in a previous episode that I thought it was stupid that people were calling her Iliari, but that's what she calls herself, and
Mm,
so I'm the stupid one.
you're
I'll
stupid.
wear the I'll wear the pin, the
You,
stupid guy
you
pin.
idiot. You
She
dumb
says it
dumb
that way.
head. Thanks
I
for
know.
the public apology. That's big of you.
I'm an honest man.
Yeah, you took the high road.
Anyway, she's the only reason I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Her kit is so fun. She's a really fun healer, and she bangs. She's really strong. So otherwise,
I
not going
like
back to play tank. I tell you that much.
I like going back and like finding out that they buffed one of my favorite characters and then I'm like, this guy,
Torbjorn.
this
Yeah.
guy. I'm a professional player, okay? Like
Yeah.
I know you see bronze, but it's not real.
Mm,
I'm not bronze, okay? Like I'm top 500 Torbjorn.
that's
So,
right, baby.
but yeah,
Molten core.
molten core. I love waking up to a good molten core in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
tell you what I've
Tell
been
me.
playing now.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought we were.
I'm kind of sick of hearing you say what talk about you, and so I
Yeah.
want to talk about me for now.
Okay, I'll just tune it out.
Okay, this is for you, Chad. No, okay. So I've been playing some games. I've been doing some things.
Yeah.
I tried out CS2.
What does that
You ever
stand
heard of
for?
it?
Mm-mm.
Counter Strike 2, the sequel to
Oh.
the world famous, which is kind of interesting because there was Counter Strike,
Yeah.
then there was Counter Strike Global Offensive,
Yeah.
and now what is this? A third game?
Mm-mm. Two.
No, it's
No.
TF2. So I really feel like Valve is like allergic to the number 3.
Yeah.
So they'll make like 4 spin-offs of a game before they make a third and finish a trilogy. But
Yeah.
anyway, all that's just to say,
Did you?
CS2 is basically Counter-Strike Go. It's the same thing. Feels good. Feels the same way. Looks a little bit more vibrant.
Do you have
Textures
a
look like Valorant.
$30,000 gun?
No, no.
You
If I
didn't
did,
buy
I
one
would
of
sell
those?
it and quit my job.
Facts.
Which is,
The CS2 market seems crazy.
I could just start opening packs, bro. Play the lottery. You
Yeah.
know, try to make it big.
That's actually a way better lottery to play. I feel like.
I mean, maybe.
Although
I don't play the lottery at all, so I wouldn't know.
I have seen some people like buy stuff in that game that's like not really rare, but it's like I need this to complete the set that I want to have. That's
Crazy.
so bananas for a game.
And then there's
that
stuff
it has nothing to do with it.
It's not rarity wise, like color wise, but then there's other attributes on it that are like, oh, but this one's super pristine, or like this one is a little bit more shiny in the sun, or like this one has a scratch in a certain spot on the gun that I really want. Like, it's how weird. It's a crazy whole ecosystem that if I were to step into, I would get sick and poop my brains out because I don't have the antibodies in my system for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whole ecosystem out there, man.
It is
crate openers.
It is really weird. Like crate openers. I feel like I'm not like that. Like I would never get into that. And then I think back, I'm like, no, I did do that in Fortnite. Like I did buy stuff in the store, and I do that. And I did.
You do.
I do it in Overwatch.
We all do.
We all do. But why do I make fun of people in Valorant and CS2? I'm like, you bought something in a game? Like, what is wrong with you?
Valorant's so expensive.
Valorant
it's so
is expensive.
crazy.
And I want stuff in that game.
Me too.
But I don't buy it ever.
Yeah. But CS2 is good. It's fun so far. And I don't see any reason why anybody would not like it. So it's a good game.
I should download it.
Yeah, why not? It's good. It's a better Valorant alternative than CS:GO in my opinion.
Okay.
As a non-CS:GO player, a more Valorant player than CS:GO. I like CS2 better than CS:GO. I feel like I'm on a more even playing ground with the rest of the player base just because it's a newer game.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you if the map I'm playing on is from CS:GO or if it's brand new. Because I don't know the maps, and so I don't know if I'm on an even playing ground. But yeah. That's all I want.
I hate like when you go into a game with new maps and you like turn the corner and somebody shoots you and you're like, I didn't even know there was a corner there. Like I
didn't know where to look. Yeah.
And you smash your keyboard and
it's all growing up. Whenever a new Call of Duty came out, you go to play the multiplayer and you're like, this game is shit. And then you keep playing it, you learn the maps, and suddenly the game's not shit anymore. Go figure. Yeah. So I've learned to not worry too much about not knowing the maps. Just let it flow.
Yeah. Fine. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'll download it.
I went back into Star Siege Dead Zone, a game that was one of our indie iceberg babies, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was. And it went offline for a while to get a big update. It got the big update. And it sucks now. It's so bad. It's bad. It's really bad.
I didn't want you to say that.
I know. I didn't want to say it, but it's bad. It's really hard. The player base is non-existent. Couldn't find a game the other night at all.
That sucks.
And it's a bummer. It was fun.
It was such a good game. It was like unlike anything that I'd played. Granted, I never played extraction shooters, but it was just so good. Like everything felt good in it.
I know. It sucks. But is what it is. That's just the reality of early access and indie games. So
what was the point? Like did they talk about it at all? Like, oh, we liked our game and we know you liked our game, but we wanted it to suck. And so I
think
did this.
Maybe the game that we were playing just wasn't what was in their mind, you know what I mean? Or wasn't what the vision was quite. And so they're trying to lean it more in that direction.
Oh.
So I think it's the kind of situation where they got to ruin it to make it good again.
Bad vision.
But it's not different enough to really justify that. It's a lot still the same, but like all the bots, like the cybrids, the NPC monster guys, I mean, probably 3-4 times as difficult to kill as they used to be.
As if they
were no slouch before.
No, they were hard before.
But now they are very hard. And it seems very unfair. and then
Yeah.
that, and then there's another player around the corner, and so it leads to a lot more sneaking around, not as much action, and you're so careful and timid to do anything that it's just not fun anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
don't it's not something I think I would go back to unless it was closer to what I played in the beginning. Because I felt like I
yeah.
liked it because of everything, like how like cool it was. Like you could sneak, but you could also
Mhm.
like just like blow into a room and just like start firing and like
Yeah.
yeah,
You still
that's
had to be really careful with the
yeah.
other players, but the cybrids were the NPCs were not as difficult as they are right now, and that felt more balanced. But oh well, you know what? It is
Yeah.
what it is. Games come and go. That's Star Siege
It's
Dead
true.
Zone. I don't recommend playing it at this point personally. That iceberg is out of here. It
Yep.
zoomed away.
Zoomed
It's
away.
gone. Bye
It's
bye.
sunk right to the bottom of the moon.
Uninstall that iceberg
Yep.
because boy. I've also been playing Resident Evil 4 remake.
Mm.
For partly for spooky season coming up, but also partly because I've been wanting to play it so badly,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's too many people that are interested in watching Resident Evil 4 remake right now, but I don't care because I'm having such a good time
It's for
playing
you.
it.
It's for
It's
you.
so nostalgic for me, and it feels so good to play. This is kind of like a concept for a video I wanted to make, but I was thinking about how Capcom has made such good remakes
Mm.
out of their Resident Evil franchise. The ones that they've remade have been pretty phenomenal. And it makes me feel like all these years of loving those old Resident Evil games are justified because they still hold up and then they've been made to be even better. And
Yeah.
I go back and when I play when I play this Resident Evil 4 remake, it doesn't feel like all this time I've been looking back with rose-colored glasses. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
expression where
It's
you're like,
actually
"Oh, but
good.
surely it's not that good.
Yeah.
I'm just embellishing in my mind." But no, Capcom's making me feel like I'm justified in feeling that way, and that's just the perfect sign that they've just done a phenomenal job. So I'm stoked with how my playthrough of Resident Evil 4 remake has been going.
I've Resident Evil 4 remake is the only Resident Evil game that I've played, and I played the demo for that game.
Oh, yeah.
But that's it.
Dude, you have a quest, a Meta Quest 2, right?
I do, yeah.
You could get Resident Evil 4. It would be like more the older version, but it's in VR. You saw me play it once on stream a long
Yeah.
time ago. That was fun. That's a
That
good VR experience
that
right
was
there.
really fun to watch. Like it was like you would turn around and like something would be in your face. That was a good, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I have a few good shorts from that era.
It was
That was fun.
that was like uh that trailer or whatever, like the demo was like funny because I would never have played it, but Shark, who was a guest on our podcast episode, like couldn't beat the demo. And I was like, dude,
Oh,
what do you mean you can't beat the demo? Like what it's a demo. And
was
so
it
I
tough?
just no, it wasn't. But he was just
Oh.
like I think he was just like playing on controller and it was just like a mouse and
Hmm.
keyboard kind of like demo. And it was
Oh,
so
okay.
funny cuz he's like you're not going to open it up and beat it the first try. And then I opened it up and beat it the first try and I was like, "What, all you got to do is kill the chainsaw guy? Like is that it?" Like
Well,
easy.
I
It
mean,
was
that chainsaw guy is scary.
he is really
And
scary.
but yeah, it was not that tough. But I
It
mean,
it does take me back to there's another game that I played, what The Evil Within.
yeah,
And there's a
dude.
chainsaw guy in that one. That guy's
Evil
scary.
Within.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
That,
really great game.
but maybe I'll play Resident Evil 4 remake. Maybe I'll do it.
Yeah, it's good. Maybe wait for a discount, some
Yeah.
sort of sale. Yeah. I've also been
If somebody
playing.
here buys
Oh,
me the game, I'll play it.
well,
So
hey,
speak
go ahead.
now, people.
Anybody, go
Speak
ahead.
now, people.
Are you baiting me? Am I supposed to buy it for you?
Buy me the game in the comments. Send me the code in the comments, but don't use the code in the comments of this video because that would deter me from being able to get it, right? It's just for me.
That's all. That's all on you. It's all on you. It's up to you.
Okay,
I say just get it
on a discount.
on discount. Yeah, I mean,
What
probably
what
right after spooky season.
right after, yeah.
Yeah, like Halloween
October
candy,
32nd.
Halloween candy, and Resident Evil games.
Yes.
High discounts after spooky season.
October 32nd, I'll go and buy that game and candy.
Deal. Get some Starburst minis.
Yeah, the orange ones.
Yeah.
Have you played anything
I've also,
else?
yeah, I've also been playing Blue version, Pokemon Blue version.
Blue.
I grew up playing Red version
Mm.
and Yellow version,
Mm.
and I just thought this time around I'd go Blue.
Yeah.
And I've been having a great time in my playthrough. I've got a great party. They're half dying,
Did you play Blue
but I have
when you were younger?
freaking Mew, bro. No, I only played Red and Yellow. So Blue's
Oh.
kind of, I mean, it's all the same thing, but I
Yeah.
have Mew, dude. Mew and Flareon.
I saw
Yeah.
you posted that your Magikarp evolved.
Yes, my Magikarp evolved.
Nice.
I've never had a Mew in this old Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Like any of these old, but I didn't realize that you could get Mew in the game without any sort of like action replay, cheats or anything. It is a glitch, but it is doable to get Mew.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's in the game. It's got a Pokedex entry. It's crazy. I don't know.
I played Blue when I was a kid, so those are the ones that I like. I played all the classic ones, and it's funny. Somebody came in, like Mark, who's somebody that comes to my stream sometimes. Like he was like, "I know where you got your profile picture inspiration from," and I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "From Pokemon Gold, because I'm doing a playthrough right now, and my whole profile picture is like." Just me as the Pokemon Gold character, like the whole thing. And
Is it actually?
It is, yeah. And it's such a deep reference that nobody
Yeah.
has ever gotten ever until this one moment. And I was just thinking, like, that's so crazy.
I bet
like,
that blew your mind.
it did blow my mind. I was
That's
like,
so
I was
funny.
like, you're the first person to ever say that. But like, I think it's just so cool that these old versions of these Pokemon games are just like, there's little things that pop up in them, like the Mew, or like just like different little pieces in them that'll happen, and it'll just like unlock this thing in your brain that you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I remember this from 25 years ago,
Yeah.
or whatever. It's
No, for
crazy.
real. I'll never forget when I was sitting out on my street in front of my house with the neighborhood kids. I loved that house. I loved living there. And I made it through Rock Tunnel or something. So one of the cave you need flash for.
Yeah.
And I did it by running into walls, and you can kind of hear the noise that you make when you run into a wall. And so you just kind of run into wall after wall trying to make it through. And I finally made
Yeah.
it through, and I was like, I was so stoked. I was pretty one of the younger kids on the street, so I was just stoked,
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. Yeah.
I love that you're playing the blue version. That was one of my
You-
favorites.
This month has been tough. Work's been tough. Life's been tough. And early Pokemon games just make me comfy.
Yeah.
So I like to load them up and play them.
Yeah, it's something
So.
about it. Congratulations on the Mew. That's huge. And the Gyarados.
Super easy. Mew,
Even
crazy easy.
Even though Magikarp is exponentially better than Gyarados in every way,
I mean, I like Magikarp.
Yeah, he's the best Pokemon.
Yeah.
Easy.
Magikarp's really great because he leads to Gyarados. There's
Yeah.
that potential energy.
Yeah, I guess.
I've also been preparing for TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to TwitchCon next month in October,
Vegas,
whatever. I
baby.
forget what it is. Vegas, yeah. I got a new backpack. I got a Carhartt fanny pack. Thought I'd get a little
Oh.
fancy
Nice.
with a fanny pack. Put the fan in fancy pack.
I have a
never
sweet
mind.
fanny pack that I've never worn anywhere yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used my wife's fanny pack last year. I figure
Oh.
let her
Remember.
use
Yeah.
hers.
Yeah, you need your
And
own fanny pack.
yeah, so I got a fanny pack. I have like a power bank. I've got a selfie stick phone holder thing. Uh,
Nice.
I'm trying to think of other things I might need, but I'm not trying to go crazy overboard.
Yeah.
I don't want one of those full IRL streaming setups, like full backpack Raspberry Pi, 3 power banks. Like I'm just gonna use my phone, some AirPods,
Yep.
and 1 power bank because I'm not gonna be going for hours and hours. So I just want to have some fun and
Yeah.
be set up to stream live and have some nice stuff. So I'm super stoked for TwitchCon. Should be a good time.
Yeah, I think it's
Got
gonna
to
be awesome. Like especially since they moved locations, like it's gonna be in Vegas. Like
yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be sick. I'm super bummed that I won't be there, but I'm excited to hear about it when you get back from it.
You'll be there. You'll be there right here.
Right here. Yeah.
You'll be there in my heart.
And maybe I'll be there in your stream. Like, go over to this
Yeah.
booth. I know they're doing this at this booth. Give me a sticker.
Yeah, you can keep tabs on all the stuff to do there, and then be like, "It's 2:15. Are you not at the viewership workshop?" And and I'll be like, "No, dude.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm playing this game demo. Shut up.
no." But I'll definitely share. I'll
Yeah.
me. I'll share some stories with you and stuff, and then of course on the show too when I come back. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. But I'm excited for it. Last thing on my agenda, I promised I'd be quick, and I was wrong. I went to a concert last night. I went and saw this band Monuments.
Monuments.
Yeah, dude,
kind of a
it
sick
was
shirt.
sick. Yeah, shirt's metal as hell.
I think
This
they're.
guy's like
I want
crying
their.
tears of blood into a cracked jug, and the blood is running down into all the poor people below. They're begging for the blood, and yeah, it's metal, dude.
I want it to
Sick.
be like. I want it to be like a half inch or an inch further up on the shirt.
I know. I've been thinking about like if I make merch, I'm gonna make it pretty close to the collar so
Yeah.
that my stuff, like your shirt right now, that Dr. Pepper shirt,
Yeah.
that's higher up.
It's a good place for it.
Make sure it's visible.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went to the show last night. It was awesome. I got a quick story. Me and a buddy, he came to my house. We left from my house. We left like maybe 10 minutes before the doors open.
Yeah.
It's an hour away.
Ooh.
And so we wanted to be late. We wanted to miss the first band, maybe
Yeah.
check half of the second band set and make it for the headliner Monuments, the band we're there to see. So we leave the house. We're making good time. We're gonna time this perfectly. We get to the show. This is in Sacramento, and so we get to Sacramento, big city, lots of streets, tight streets, big buildings, and so I'm trying to find parking. I'm going around the block of this small little club,
Yeah.
and I saw a parking spot. I missed it, saw it too late, so I'm like, oh shoot, I'll just turn left and go around the block. I took a left. Headlights. I took a left down a one-way street, dude. Oh, and so I saw headlights, and I like hesitated, half hesitated, and then just flipped a Yui immediately, and just kind of stayed there on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Let all the cars I just scared the death out of pass, and I'm like shaking. I look over at Jake, my buddy Jake, and he's like, bro, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry I almost killed you. And then I look up outside my car window, 2-hour parking sign. I found a spot.
Oh, it was meant to be.
I found a spot. It was meant to be.
Yeah.
I turned down a one-way street, almost die, flip a Yui to dodge the oncoming cars, right into my parking spot, baby. It was perfect.
And that's how you park in Sacramento.
It was right next to the front door of the club, too.
That's the way.
It was awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Whoa,
So
that's like that story could have been totally different.
oh yeah.
You could have
fucked
been
up,
in a sling right now.
Yeah.
But you're not. It could have been a
way
cop.
more sad than I am,
Could
but
have
no.
been a police, and you could have got a ticket.
Yeah.
Not
Could have
only
been.
could you have got a ticket for going down a one-way street, but then also doing a Yui
Mm-hmm. In the middle of oncoming
in the
traffic.
middle of
Yeah.
oncoming traffic. Yep. Ooh.
Yeah, it was wild. I was shaking for a minute after that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not done. So we get into the show and we're standing around for, I get a drink. I pay $9 for a drink,
Oof.
and it's like half a cup full of ice with a little bit of Jameson and 7 Up in it. Not worth
Oof.
it.
No.
I go and buy this shirt. No shade to Monuments. They got to make their money. $40 t-shirt.
Yikes.
And I asked for, yeah, and it was, but I didn't mind. I want to support them. That's why I go to shows, buy merch there. It's to help them. But I didn't realize how little it supported them because the venues always take a cut of merch.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a totally different, beside the point subject. We go into the show. Remind you, we were fashionably late. We were trying to make it. We're standing around for a half hour waiting for the band to set up to come on, and we're like, oh, we just missed the first set. The second set's about to start, and then we'll get on to the show we're here for.
Yeah.
No, the first band had not even played yet. And so we're standing around for a half hour, and then the first band plays, and we look at each other like, bro. And we're like, no. This is the second band. We had it mixed up, and this must be the second band.
Yeah.
And we already missed the first one. No. They're like, oh, For the Fallen Dreams is coming up next, guys. And we're just like, ah. So anyway, we tried to time it. It didn't work out. Almost died. That didn't work out, but it did work out.
Yeah.
And I spent too much money, but I had a great time. We had we were such a small venue. Wait, very little people showed up. Very few people showed up. Regular sized people.
Yeah.
Very few people showed up. And we got to stand right in front of the band, and it was so sick. I had a great time.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's I sort of like, it's been such a long time since I've been at like a small show like that. Like, I remember when I was younger, like I would go to like sort of like the screamo, like grindcore shows, like people, like bands from my high school and stuff like that. And I
Yeah.
remember seeing Taken Back Sunday
Oh, nice.
before they were like anybody. And there were
Love
like
that.
15 people there, and the show was free. And it was like so crazy to like be there and like have that sort of like weird like experience. But it's, yeah, I don't really go to like live music shows anymore. Like, I feel like it's just like it costs a lot of money. It's like, for the at least the people that are like sort of in me or Chelsea, my wife's like wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And she's not the fashionably late person. Like, we wouldn't miss the opening band. Like, we got to be there for the first 30-minute DJ set that happens before the show.
Sure.
And I'm like, it's a whole day event. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go
Fair
spend
enough.
16 hours to see somebody, and what if they suck? What if they're not good?
What if they suck?
What if
Yeah.
they suck? I always have that feeling in my head. I'm like, what if they really suck? What if they're not good? And sometimes
I always
I've been
chalk
to a
it up
show
to
and
the
they're
two.
not. So
I always chalk it up to the tour because it's like they're on tour.
yeah,
Who
that's
knows the
true.
conditions, So I always chalk it up to something else and try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But thanks for listening to me gush. I know it's not video game related or anything, but it's something I love, so I like to talk about it.
yeah, dude,
But
talk away.
thanks. But
If you want to.
I'm done talking. No,
You're
I'm
done
done
talking?
talking. I'm done talking
Oh.
about me
Oh,
for now.
okay.
Instead,
What do
I
you
want
want
to talk about you.
You want to talk
I
about
want
me?
to talk about you and your
Again?
streaming
I already talked-
memories
I just
and your
talked
stories
Oh,
regarding the past
oh,
and the memorable moments. So, okay, to speak in English using sentences, this next segment is going to be where Tooth and I kind of look into our own past, and we tell some stories about some fun stuff that fun times we've had, or some terrible times, just
Yeah.
memorable moments throughout our streaming tenure. And we're gonna talk about it and just tell some stories because we've been streaming. I've been streaming for years. You've been streaming for years. We've inevitably over that much time and streaming hours streaming, things happen.
It's true.
And sometimes you don't make content out of it. You just keep them in the old memory banks.
Yes.
And we're gonna do an old memory dump for you guys. And so that's where we're at.
It's kind of crazy to think back about all the games that I've played, because I started out like I had like a really a really detailed plan because I had researched for so long on how to start streaming and be
Yeah.
successful like out of the gate, and it worked. Like I only played Overwatch like Overwatch 1, the first one. You guys are all over here
Classic.
on 2 and I played 1. Um and sort of I had like a plan in my head. I'm like I'm going to make affiliate on Twitch, and then I'm going to hard pivot into doing something different, and I did. So like I got affiliate, and then I hard pivoted to playing only story games on stream pretty much. And it's been crazy. Like I don't have like the number of games that I've played counted in my head, but like I started with Kingdom Hearts and I'm on Fable right now, and I've beat every single one of them live on stream. Some of them have taken a long time. Like Alien Isolation took me a year to beat because I didn't want to play it anymore because it
Hmm.
sucks. It's the worst
Hmm.
game that's ever been made, but um yeah, it has been a wild experience, and I think like some of my favorite parts I think are like I played all of the Gears of War series with our friend Titan, so we
Yeah.
co-opt all of those games. And like for somebody like that, like where I've only met them online, like I've never met them in person, I didn't know them beforehand, to like spend like 4 hours 2 nights a week playing an entire series of games with me, that's a cool thing.
That is,
Like how does that happen? Where
when you put it like that, that is really cool.
that's cool, and it's not the only time I've done that. Like I
Yeah.
also played through the entire Halo series with another online friend that I met, just like out of the blue, and we even played a Halo game together, like all the way through.
That's right.
And that's crazy. That's like a good, I think a good memory, or like one of the best things that I've encountered is I've met like I think growing up like I didn't have like friends the way that I feel like I do now.
Yeah.
And I think it's because like I kind of attribute it to I don't feel like I had the same people that like had the same like like key interests as I did. But I
Yeah.
think like online and streaming, like you find that like group of people that are just like jive with. Like
Kind
before
of
we started,
natural.
yeah, like before we started the podcast, the whole reason that we really started is because we were spending freaking 4 hours in a Discord call talking about all the stuff that we're talking about right now, and
Hmm.
we're like, we should make a podcast,
Let's
and
put a leash on
yeah,
that
let's
baby. Put it in
put
the front
yeah,
yard.
let's put yeah.
Feed it some kibble.
So I think that's been like a really solid moment. Like I really like that. I really like all the people that I've met. But yeah, there has been some not so good things. Like there's been some like awkward moments. Like I remember my first ever Kingdom Hearts, the game that I played first was Kingdom Hearts. I'd never played through it before. And then I was like streaming like weird days. Like I was streaming like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, sometimes on Sunday mornings. And I remember beating Kingdom Hearts. It was a Sunday morning, and I had streamed for like 3 hours, and the weirdest freaking people were in my streams, just like talking, like, just like saying things that I'm like, You're making me feel really uncomfortable in this, but like I'm
Mm.
also like new at this, and
Oh.
I don't want to tell you that like the things that you're saying that are like just low key like sexual, to like just stop doing those
Oh, okay.
things. And it
Hmm.
wasn't even like about me. It was just like a general conversation that was happening in the stream. And I was just
Right.
like, what do you do about this? Like, because I had no experience with it yet. I was like,
Yeah.
what do I do? Like, there was no mods. There's no like moment of like, hey, can you guys take care of what's happening right now?
Right. There's,
And
it's
so,
just you.
yeah. And so
Just
it's
you.
like, it's just a weird, that's a weird moment. And then all the way up to, I was playing It Takes Two, with or my good friend Saf from Saf's Gaming World, um,
Yeah.
and now Saf's Creations on Etsy. That you should go check that out too.
Shout out.
Shout out. And I got, it was like around the time that like hate raids had started popping off, and I got hate rated like 238 viewers,
Mm.
and follow botted by over 2,000 accounts. And
Wow. Yeah.
it was, I was getting followed so much in the stream that it crashed my stream. And it was kind of,
Yep.
it was nuts. Like it was just a nutty experience that I was like, maybe I don't do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like you have these like, I feel like you have these moments in streaming that not, I guess people talk about it, but not, I don't think people openly talk about it, where it's like you have these like key moments where you're like, this is the coolest thing that I get to
Yeah.
do this. This is so awesome. But then there's these like moments like that where you're just like, what's the point of this? Like, do I do
Yeah.
this anymore?
Is this the reason I'm doing this? So people
Yeah.
can come in here and bully me
Yeah.
or be, act away? Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all part of a learning experience,
It
right? Because I
is.
feel like
Yeah.
if that were to happen today, you'd have a better idea of how to handle that, right?
Easy peasy. I think it's like, it's now that it's like it's sort of, hey, speak of the devil. It's sort of like one of those things where like now I sort of know, like I feel like I've built a good like team around me. Like I have like a stellar mod crew. And like
Nice.
to the point where like banning people like preemptively, like before it's going to be a problem, or just like knowing like after the stream, like I'll talk about it. And so we sort of know, like we know like that we've had a moment like that in the past, and we're not gonna like get back into it again.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that we were talking about Saf, and then she's, yeah, we were talking about you, Saf, and my experience in It Takes Two with you and getting hate rated, and it's cool to just have these moments where like people, you just make these friends, and that's cool. I like
Yeah.
it. It's been one of the best parts. I think one of the harder parts for me, and I think we talk about it a lot, is that when you get like so ingrained to like thinking, like when things like start to pop off, or like like when something goes really great and you're like, oh man, like how do I capture this energy that I've gotten? And then like everything starts rushing through your head, and you're like, how do I how
Analysis paralysis.
yeah, you're like, how do I make this happen? How do I keep it going strong like this? And yeah,
Mhm.
streaming's like a crazy up and down, but I've gotten some of the best suggestions to play and some of the worst suggestions to play.
Well, I,
And
I also wanted to mention real quick that because when you got that hate raid, I
mhm.
remember after the fact that you were talking about how proud of your mod crew you were at that time.
Oh
And
yeah.
I know same crew, I know that, but it just goes to show like you met all those people online.
Mhm.
They're there for you and they took care of business there.
Yeah.
That could have been a lot worse. And so that's worth mentioning too. I remember I was proud of them for you. So
Yeah.
it was just cool to see that you guys handled business and it didn't let it get to you too bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think it's cool. Like I remember like it, and I sort of remember like how it happened. So like the day before we were playing, we were doing a community night. It was like right before we were about to start It Takes Two, and we were playing Gartic Phone, and it like, this is how fast people react when you have like a good community around you. Is that we were playing something, and it was like one where you're like looking at a picture that somebody else has drawn, and like before the picture came up on screen, I got a text message from somebody that was like, hey, there's something really racist in one of these pictures, like you need to like cut it right now. And I was able to just like really quickly like button it up, ban two people that came into chat that I knew that were doing it, and just, that was it. Then I got hate rated. That
Boom.
was a bummer. But like, that's cool that you
Nipped it in
can
the bud.
build that, like those people around you. And I think there's no other there's no other place, I think, that does it quite like gaming. and streaming and Twitch. Maybe not Twitch specifically, but kind of Twitch specifically. And you just like build this cool community, and it's sort of cool. That's cool. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
It's cool. And then I'll say
gotcha.
that Alien Isolation is easily the worst game that I played of all time,
I've
and
heard,
I
I've
believe that.
heard, I've heard that a lot of people really love that game
They're
somehow.
wrong. They're wrong. They're just
I
wrong.
wouldn't, I wouldn't be caught dead playing that game because I
That
would just be dead because I wouldn't want to do it, and so I'd probably go like jump out of a moving play
spaceship.
spaceship.
Yep. That
Yeah.
game sucks. In the hardest difficulty, it's impossible. It does it like it's an impossible game. And
Is
then
that what you were playing on?
yeah, I played on the hardest difficulty for the first 3 streams. And
Oh,
then
okay.
at the end of it, was down to the easiest difficulty and it still sucked and was still hard. And then I got to the ending and I was like, that's it. That's the
Mm.
ending. You spent all this money putting together this game and that's what you went with? Did you run out of money at the end? Like what? And yeah, that was the worst game that I've played
It,
on
it
stream.
definitely
PC.
sounds like you've had some experiences.
I have. I have had some experiences and they've been great and bad, and I can't wait to have more of them because I've been opened up to a whole new world of games that I've never played before and I would have never played, and that's cool. And
That's pretty
some,
cool.
yeah, and I think that's part of it. What about you? You got any
Definitely.
experiences? You've been streaming for like
Yeah.
a minute or two, 2 minutes.
Going on 5 years now. Isn't that crazy?
But what's your like consistent number? You know what I mean? Like I feel like everybody's like
Probably.
I streamed on Mixer one time. You know what I mean?
I mean, if we were to like say like the first day I streamed ever to now, it'd be closer to like 7 years probably.
Mm.
But 5 years is the consistent chunk, or almost 5 years. But I've been streaming for a while, and I've been doing a lot of the same thing over and over, and I've been realizing more recently that I gotta change things up if I want things to change up.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, but I with that said, I've had a lot of fun experiences. I've had a lot of fun times from the beginning to now, recent stuff, old stuff. I can think of moments like when I caught a gold Magikarp in Pokemon. Uh, what the most recent one?
The Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet Violet. Yeah, I caught a gold Magikarp, shiny
Yeah.
Magikarp. That
Hmm.
was exciting. I think back on that sometimes because I was so taken aback by seeing a weird colored Magikarp. Uh,
I
and I
remember
was
it.
half looking for it too,
Oh
but then
wait,
I wasn't. And so
I found it. That's fast.
you out here snooping?
I'm snooping.
You out here snooping?
We're gonna clip from the hip real quick because you just
Oh
mentioned it and I just saw it, but
shoot! Oh shoot!
the concentration of you. Quick ball. That was perfect.
I'll be honest too. Before that moment, I hadn't considered what a shiny Magikarp would look like, and so when I
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, I just didn't know what I was looking at first. I didn't realize it was shiny, and then I was like, it has to be. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that moment was dope. I've had a lot of fun Valorant moments. There was a period of time where we played Valorant a lot more often than now.
Yeah.
And then we had a crew of people that also played Valorant, like Fatal Tone, Pete Plays the Games, Brave New Dan, me and you, and even my wife back in the day was playing with us here and there, and
Yeah.
good old Zubat 5. And there was just some fun times when we had a big squad. We were all streaming or we were all just talking in Discord
Yeah.
and just having fun. Like I remember, I think it was end of 2021 or maybe even before that. I forget, but it was a New Year's stream, and we were playing on New Year's. I could tell because I had some fancy stuff up on my stream on the overlays, and I was being really loud and a little bit obnoxious, like I'd been drinking,
Yeah.
and I was it. Once somebody called out in chat knife fight, and I was imploring to the stream or to the my teammates, knife fight, let's do it, and then one round, full knife fight. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And I killed like 3 people. And then the next round, another knife fight. But I think I was one of the only, I was on my own and I ran into their whole team and I got cornered by their whole team.
Yeah.
And I just remember that moment. It was clipped out and stuff too. So I remember it better. But it was just such a funny moment because it was just so wholesome. It was back when the Valorant community was less toxic than it is today. I think it's
Yeah.
gone to shit.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
The knife fights are so funny because I remember, I don't think it was that same night, but I remember like you being like, okay, like knife only, and I'd be like, 'cause I'd never played Valorant, I was like, all right, and then I got freaking shot right in the
Oh,
face, and I was like, what are you? We agreed on this. We had a
it's a gamble.
pact. It is a
It's a
gamble.
gamble, you know?
But those
You
are
can never
such
trust it.
such funny moments though.
Yeah, and I've had like I remember also playing through Pokemon Yellow and dressing up like Ash Ketchum and like naming all my Pokemon after chat and then they would faint and I'd be like, "I'm so sorry, Power of the Titan. I let you die."
I was
And
Pidgey, dude.
yeah, and then we changed you to Spearow. And then I think we changed you back to Pidgey because Spearow sucked or
And
something.
I died constantly. It was
Yeah,
just not
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Well, luck of the draw, unluck of the draw. But yeah, there's just been a lot of good moments, a
Yeah.
lot of fun moments. I can't think of, and maybe they just don't stick in my head too well. But I can't think of too many overwhelmingly negative moments in my streaming time. Uh, Only thing I can think of is like you said, those awkward moments where it's like, do I just let this go on? Do I
Yeah.
ban them? Do I like stop everything and have a quick talk about how that's not okay here and ruin the vibe? Like I've had a few moments like that,
Yeah.
or where I'm just not sure. Like sometimes you get people in chat that just say weird stuff,
Yeah.
like you were saying, and it's not bad enough to where you want to just outright ban them, but it's not nice to have in chat.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's that gray area, right? So I've
Yeah.
had a few situations like that, but it's never been all that bad or something that weighs on me. Uh, all my streaming experiences have been great overall.
Yeah.
Can't think of anything too terrible.
I can just think of like, not to like call it out specifically, but just like random moments where it's like where the vibe just like shifts completely, where it's like, yeah, my my hamster died today. And you're like, bro, like we're
Don't you come in here into my chat and start talking all negative like that. You know it's Friday and we're trying to have a good time.
yeah,
Yeah, that's how I am.
yeah, that's how you are typically.
Yeah, you don't mess with me.
It is funny like when something like that comes up and you're just like, because I'm like the
Mhm.
same way. I'm like, I'm just gonna ignore it like it never even happened, and then
Mhm.
that'll be better, and then then it just like escalates beyond,
Yeah.
and you're like,
You can only ignore chat for so long when you're someone who religiously like recites everything in chat and
yeah,
responds to each and every little thing. So skipping one chat feels wrong already.
yeah,
And then doing it again for the same person and just ignoring one person doesn't feel good.
no,
So it's like you gotta either just get them out of there or have that conversation. It's weird, right? I don't know.
it is weird.
Still kind of. I think the culture is good enough to where you don't get a lot of that.
Yeah.
In small streams, but I don't know.
What's been the worst game that you've ever played on stream?
GTFO.
GTFO.
No, like leave.
Oh, Get Out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
No, I'm kidding. No, no,
Backtrack,
no, stay.
backtrack,
No,
Tom,
Tooth, no, go, no. I can't do this by myself. It's too scary. No, that game, GTFO, that
Yeah.
game was tough. That's like a slow, methodical, uh, intense, spooky, scary game, like Left 4 Dead like, but
Hmm.
if Left 4 Dead was harder, way more tactical,
Yeah.
and yeah, GTFO was hard. I didn't give that too much of a try though, but ugh,
Yeah.
tough game.
It is like a bummer, like when you start playing a game and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna like beat this game, and then you're like,
Nope.
this game really sucks. Like I don't want to play
Yeah,
this game
this is
anymore.
not what I thought it would be. Ugh.
You have more willpower than me. Like you just like you'll stop if you don't like it, and I'm just like I'm gonna barrel through it. I guess like even though I hate it, and I'm gonna smile why it sucks.
We only got so much time on this earth,
It's
man. You know what I
true.
mean?
It's
I'm not gonna
true.
spend it trying to act like I'm having fun in a game that I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like people can tell, and I'm just lying every second I don't stop playing that game. So yeah, very few games though I've actively stopped playing. And I regret most of them that I have stopped because I actually liked them. Like Remnant
Yeah.
from the Ashes, never
Mm.
ended up finishing that. No real reason that I stopped playing it. I think I was a little stuck or lost with what to do next, but I want to go back and finish that still. Now there's a sequel out. Haven't even played that.
It's
Yeah.
there's a lot of games.
Well, last final memory for old Sherman Cool
Mm.
is all the spooky stream memories from years
Yeah.
past. There have been some fun games playing co-op and co-op spooky games. Everyone getting freaked out by the same thing. Everyone screaming, running away from stuff, and like the game Pacify.
That
That
game was
game,
scary.
that's like classic OG game for me in my stream. It usually makes a reoccurrence every year for spooky season, and it's just good. Like there's three different levels, three different spooky experiences, and they're all so different uh, and freaky,
Yeah, they were
kind of
freaky.
thing that gets me screaming a little bit.
The little
Um,
dolls running around everywhere.
the dolls, dude, yeah.
0 out of 10.
Um, the Grudge looking lady, and then there's like
Oh
the
yeah.
farmer dude or whatever. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
weird. But I like spooky games,
Yeah.
and I love those vibes. I love like communal spooky vibes, you know,
Mm.
where we're all scared
Yeah.
and kind of fighting for the same thing.
Lunch
Good
Lady was
times.
fun last year. We played Lunch Lady
Yeah,
on Halloween. That was a good
that one
time.
was freaky for
Yeah.
sure.
Do you have any
That
big
lunch lady.
plans for this spooky season? It's coming up. It's October 1st right now.
Yeah, not really, honestly. I am playing Resident Evil 4. I really wanted to play the game Fear, which is like a classic Xbox 360 first person shooter spooky game
Yeah.
that I don't think I ever ended up playing in the past, but I always wanted to. And now I'm trying to find a good uh, copy of it to play.
A
With
good.
you know,
Yeah.
copy of it to play, used somewhere or something, I guess, or however you want to be lied to. But it's that seems like a fun one.
Yeah.
Some Pacify, some Phasmophobia, some of these other little spooky experiences. And I wanna set up my usual spooky stream setup behind me, get all the spooky decorations up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a lot of work, and I feel like I don't even wanna. I think I don't know. I don't feel super gung ho to get all that done.
Yeah.
So
It's a lot,
I
but
might just not. I
I
don't know.
believe in you to do it, I think.
Maybe I'll set it up tomorrow.
Set it up tomorrow.
First day of October.
Yeah. It's coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. What's up? Any final memories from your streaming past before we move on?
I think just like generally speaking, like it's been awesome to get to know you and to build this podcast together and to get to stream and play games with you, and that wouldn't have happened without streaming.
That's right. Cheers to
So
that.
yeah, cheers.
Well, riddle me this.
Yeah.
No, we'll save that one. We'll save that one for like maybe it's its own video or something. We'll save it. We'll save it for the future
The
when we can
future.
prepare a little. Maybe we'll make like a slideshow for this topic.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. Instead, do you want to run us through some hypothetical
I do.
situations?
Yeah.
Maybe a little "What would
do.
you do" segment.
I think I would do a what would you do? And the first one I'm gonna ask is and it's funny because I remember your tweet just the other day about the Burger King Xbox 360 games. And so this one comes up and Burger King is having a promotion. Okay? They're not giving you games, but it is gonna be a game. You have to race the Burger King, like the Burger King, through the
king.
through the play place. If you win, you get $100 food card to Burger King. It's a good deal.
Yeah.
Pretty good. If you fail, you are required to wear the cardboard Burger King crown every day for a year.
For a year?
A year, every day. Would you participate?
Okay, first of all, first things first. Do Burger Kings where you're from have play places?
They have like play areas, or they
Huh.
did.
I know we have like one McDonald's around here that has a play place, and it's pretty dope. It's like a big jungle gym with the tubes and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna imagine that in my head.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine
We're gonna
that.
race through that.
Yeah.
I can't even fit in that thing anymore. But the king, in my mind, the Burger King himself is a big dude. And he's got the cape.
He does. Have the
And
cape.
he's got some mass. He's got a crown. You think if he drops that crown, he's gonna leave it? Heck no.
Nah, he's gonna
go back for
He's
it.
gonna go back for it every time.
Who's to say I don't just knock that shit off his head? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're
Easy
gonna play
dub.
dirty. This is
I might.
This is the Burger
I'm not
King-
wearing that shit for a year.
So this is the Burger King play area, not the one that is right by my house, but this is what it looked like.
Okay, that's pretty
It's
much
got-
what I had. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got this like foam climb through thing,
The tubes.
the tubes, yeah, like the small. This is a McDonald's one, but yeah, like this vibe right here. Are you participating? Are you gonna just kill that king? You know what I mean?
There's a small chance that I could lose.
What do you think the
You know what I mean?
percentage is?
I give him 23. I give him 23% chance of
23%?
winning.
That's
He's
pretty
got a
good.
23% chance of winning. That's not bad. Just because I
Yeah.
don't know how nimble he is.
Yeah.
He's pretty. You ever play Sneak King?
Yeah.
That dude-
he moves.
Contortionist vibes. He can fit in a tiny trash can.
He could,
stuff.
yeah.
So that makes me think he can kind of. Maybe he's got weird Burger King magic powers. You know?
Hear me out. He knows it. The play place. In and out.
Home turf.
Home
Oh.
turf advantage. He knows all the secret like trap doors that he could like sneak through. Like maybe there's like a way to block you so you can't get through. I don't know, man. I'm just
Doomed
saying.
from the start.
I'm
Doomed,
just
you wouldn't even
saying.
have a chance. You're right.
Yeah.
There's a chance that I could lose. That bumps it up to 25 at least. 25% chance of losing.
And
That's a
what-
year of wearing that cardboard
yeah.
crown, bro. That's too much. Not
what do
worth
you-
risking a year for.
And what do you get
$100
out of it? What do you get out of it, right? A couple orders of chicken fries, like what?
That's the only good thing they have anymore. Ever since I got a burger from Burger King and the mayo was bad,
Ugh.
and I only noticed enough to be like, this tastes kind of weird. Whatever. Keep eating.
Eee.
And let's just say it didn't go well. Let's just
Mayo.
say it didn't go well,
Ugh.
and it didn't stay in. It came back out. It didn't. My body didn't like it.
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna listen to my body and not go to Burger King anymore, which is unfortunate, but
Yeah. Which makes you
hey,
almost ineligible for this contest because you'd have to go to Burger King.
yeah. And I'd get a $100 food card to Burger King, which
Yeah.
is like good. I could give it to someone though, and that'd be kind of sick.
What if you just instead fist fought the king? You think you could beat him in a fist fight?
Boy, if I can't even trust him to play legit in a play place race, then I can't
Shit.
trust him not to put on
Yeah.
some gold plated, knuckle dusters.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm
That's true.
saying? Knuckle dusters, is that even a thing?
I was just going with it, honestly.
What about you? What about
knew.
you? Are you fist fighting the king? You bringing a come on? You got a knife in your belt, right? Out of sight?
I would not race him through the play place.
No.
Just because it's gross in there. It's gross in the place. It's like
Fair.
I don't know what's happening in there. Like I don't know what sort of like, snot-nosed kid has been pooping or peeing.
Oh yeah,
and
puking. Mhm.
puking. Gross. I'm not going in
They
that
are
place.
they're at a Burger King. What do you
But-
expect, really?
Fighting him. Yeah,
You think you could take him?
I think I could take him if he starts playing dirty. I'm gonna.
Oh, let's stick him. Give him the clamps.
Yeah. I've been to prison. I know how it is.
Whoa. Hey, who's to say King hasn't been to the prison?
He probably has.
He pulls off the cape and his top, and he's all yadded up with burgers and fries.
Part of the burger gang.
Hey, you got to get by in prison somehow.
That's true. You think him and the Hamburglar are pals? Different
yeah.
franchise, but like
In prison, though, you know what I
in
mean?
prison.
Like
burger.
you got to join, or maybe there's like a
burger
McDonald's gang and a
and
and
a
a Burger
burger.
King gang.
That's a what if for another episode, probably.
See, that's the thing. The king goes to jail, and he sees all the people that
He's the
were
king.
put into jail under his order. Under his rule.
Yeah.
That's not going to end well for the king.
No, it's not. Oof.
No.
Well,
What else you got?
oh, what? Well, did you participate? Did you lose? Did you?
Oh
vote?
no.
No.
I think I would ultimately choose not to participate.
Yeah. I think it's
Not
smart.
worth it.
Not worth the crown. Okay. All right. Next one. Somebody approaches you, and they have just like they bring a truck with them or something, a box truck, and they're like, "Hey,
Okay.
come here," and you walk around.
Yeah.
And they open it up, and it's just cheese.
Here, let's
Wheels-
act it out. Let's act it out. You be the
yeah.
guy with the
Oh,
cheese.
okay,
I'll be the
okay.
kid. Okay.
Hey. Hey.
Yeah,
hey.
mister?
Hey. Come here. Check this out. Want to check this out?
Oh, no, my mommy says not to talk to strangers.
Just hey, yeah. You can bring her too. Go get your mom.
Okay, Mom, come on. This is my mom. Her name's Judy.
Judy, I got a proposition for you. Come on. Come over here.
Okay.
To the truck. Come to the truck. I open the truck.
Okay.
You just see like cheese. It's full of cheese. Wheels of
Oh,
cheese,
Mom,
packages
look.
of cheese,
It's cheese.
shredded cheese.
Oh. Okay.
All right. For every pound of cheese that you eat, I'm going to give you $1,000.
Just me or can my mom help me?
Your mom can help you. But
She
for
can.
every pound of cheese, and we'll measure it before you eat it. How many pounds of cheese are you eating?
Well, gee, mister. God, that's kind of tough. I'm
Yeah.
trying to visualize a pound of cheese. I could down a pound of cheese, surely.
You think?
Sure. I think I do fairly regularly.
I eat a lot of cheese.
I don't know. A pound is a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread is a pound. So if you imagine holding a loaf of bread like typically a pound, a loaf of white
Yeah.
bread. That is a good amount of cheese. I'd say I could get at least a grand, a K out of it.
You think you can get $1,000?
I think I could down a pound of cheese. How long do I have to keep it down for?
I
I'm not dumping for days after that, but you know,
and it
I gotta keep it down till dude's out of gone
all right,
gone
so
with his truck. Then can I puke it up in the street?
all right, so you get 4 cups of shredded cheese out of a 1-pound block. So that's the big bag of shredded cheese at the store.
Yeah, I'd commit to 1 pound. I'd commit to 1 pound. I'm pretty positive I could do that.
I think
Any sides, like garnishes, can I put it on something? Like maybe
Mm,
some chili
no.
fries. No,
Nope,
damn.
it's just cheese. You can have a
gotta be
drink. You can have a
cheese.
drink.
Okay.
Honestly, if I'm
Milk?
if I'm ugh, milk with
I'll
cheese.
have some macaroni on the side.
It's just macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
I think if I was gonna commit to this, like if I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this, I would at least go for 5 pounds.
Wow.
Because imagine how not well you're gonna feel after just a pound of cheese in one sitting,
Yeah.
and your reward would be $1,000. But would you feel that much worse if you ate 5 pounds and your reward was $5,000? Like, I feel like if I'm already gonna commit, like if I'm already gonna feel gross for eating a pound
Yeah.
of cheese, I'm just gonna go further into 5 pounds of cheese.
Hey, aim for the stars, you'll at least make it to the moon. You know what I mean?
True.
So maybe you go for 5 and you get 2. You still did more than 1. So like
Can
I'm
you
just
eat-
saying,
Can you
Huh.
eat that much cheese?
well, I did just Google it, and
yeah, okay.
I said I Googled how many pounds of cheese can one eat before dying, and apparently there's not enough data out there. There is no reliable data to suggest that anyone has died from eating too much cheese.
Okay.
So there's 2 different ways this could go. We could become the first statistic, or you just get a tummy ache
yeah.
for like a while, probably.
Yeah, I don't
Get
know
backed up for a bit.
I don't know how constipated you are after 5 pounds of cheese.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any coming back. I feel like you'd get clogged up,
Yeah.
you know?
I
I don't know.
Like,
I want one time when I was young, my dad and I went to pick up a pizza. It was extra cheese, just extra cheese with extra cheese. And we sat in the car after getting it. Me and my dad just sneaking a couple slices before we go home, and we're eating the pizza. And I get cheese, some of the extra cheese stuck in my throat. I like pull a little extra off with my bite, and I try to swallow it all, and the cheese got stuck in my throat.
Oh.
And like the excess is like hanging out my mouth, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and
What
I
do
look
you
over at
do?
my dad. I'm like, I'm young, so I don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
And he looks at me, and he's like, starts freaking out, and I just kind of like, I guess pretty instinctively, just kind of, just kind of yoinked the cheese out of my throat.
Yeah. That's
So, like,
funny.
Yeah, I guess that's just to say, if you're gonna attempt this challenge, try not to eat the entire pound all at once in
Yeah.
one bite.
I think you get 5 hours to complete the
Okay.
amount of cheese that you're gonna be eating.
5 hours. Okay. Well, now we're talking. I
Yeah.
could commit to maybe 2 pounds. I'd double it.
You double it? 2
I would
pounds of
double-
cheese?
2 pounds of cheese I could commit to.
That's
But,
a lot of
like-
cheese to eat in one setting, though.
Oh yeah, that's what you gotta wonder. Can I melt the cheese? Can I drink it? Is what I want to know.
Like, is it the amount of is it poundage of nacho cheese? Like
Whoa.
liquid nacho cheese?
Oh God, drinking cheese though, that'd be tough. That'd be tough. All right, final answer
Yeah.
right now. Final answer right now. We are. It's not nacho. Let's stick with the solid cheese,
Yeah.
but can we melt it? We have to decide that. Can we melt it?
You can melt it. You
You
can have
can
melted.
melt it.
Yeah, you could have melted cheese.
Okay. Go spoonfuls of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll commit to 2 pounds. 2
2
pounds of
pounds.
cheese. 2 grand in my pocket.
Locking it in.
Yeah. What are you committing to? You
I'm
sticking
committing
with 5?
I'm sticking to 5 pounds. If I'm going for it, like
Whew.
I want it, I want $5,000, and
Sheesh.
I'm gonna eat 5 pounds of cheese, and it's not gonna be good for me.
It'll at least pay for a good chunk of your funeral. So, and then I can submit the data, so we have
So
some
you'll
data
so
for
you know.
future idiot generations of people. They'll know that you shouldn't do that.
And I think generally speaking, you should know that you just shouldn't eat that much cheese, right?
Yeah, I think most people know it, but
But
you can't stop somebody from eating cheese. Come on.
I'm trying to like think about in my head like how much cheese I do actually eat, because I eat a lot of cheese. It's like it's like
Same.
a snack. Sometimes it's like a cheese quesadilla. Late night, it's a tortilla melted with cheese on it. Like
In fact, I think I know that you eat too much cheese because you
I
have no
do.
respect for cheese. You know why I know that?
Why?
Because I've seen you eat string cheese like a goddamn animal. Like a beast. This guy's just chomping away at his string cheese. Doesn't even
I
string it like a normal human with thumbs. We have thumbs, Tooth. Use
I
them.
I
Even a freaking monkey peels a banana. You know what I
I
mean?
I will not conform to your communist string cheese propaganda,
You
okay?
uncultured swine.
I'm not gonna conform. I'm gonna eat string cheese like you're supposed to.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
3 bites at a time.
Ugh. You
Right off
sicken me.
there. Mm. I also eat shredded cheese right out of the bag, which seems weird, but good. And I've evolved, you know, like the traditional eating cheese out of the bag is like you stick your hand in and you
Mhm.
grab like it's everybody does it. Like you grab too much. It's like when you
Mhm.
pull chips out or popcorn, you're like, I can hold this much in my hand. You can't. You pull it out and you're like over the refrigerator. It's
Mhm.
nighttime and you just drop most of it on you and on the floor. I have evolved.
You crawl on the ground, slurp it up.
I do. As soon as I drop it, I'm down
Mhm.
there like a vacuum, just
No cheese wasted. Yeah. Oh yeah.
cheese. Just kidding.
Is
I
that what
don't.
you were gonna? That's not okay.
That's
That's
not
not
what
what you were gonna
that's not
say.
what it is. I fold the bag like this
Ah.
and I dump the cheese in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I will say you inevitably eat way more of it than you were expecting to. But don't sleep on shredded cheese as a good midnight snack, because it is.
Nice. Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be string cheese. Sometimes it can just be shredded.
That's right. Well, everyone, tune in next episode where the Dirty Tooth live will be eating 5 pounds of cheese, and no one's gonna pay him, but he's just gonna prove that he can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna prove it. Guinness Book of
You
World
don't want to
Record.
miss it.
5 pounds of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
October
have
14th.
we're gonna have different
there.
kinds too. All kinds of cheese. Like Munster.
What's your favorite cheese? Do you have a favorite?
Favorite cheese?
Yeah.
I would say I like an aged cheddar, or this might be like a really hot take, but I like fresh Parmesan cheese.
Ooh.
Like you can get it where you like shave it and it's like it's just like a good crumble. It's very
Yeah.
versatile. I hate American cheese, and that might
Same.
be un-American of me, but it is literally plastic. It's
Yeah. I mean,
plastic.
frankly,
It's
it's not
90%
good.
plastic for sure.
Yeah.
It's
My
it,
favorite cheese is probably I like mozzarella a lot. I like
Mozzarella's
mozzarella,
fire.
but I'm a simple man who loves a good simple sharp cheddar.
Mm,
Sharp cheddar, little
sharp.
crumbly,
Yep.
little it's nice kind of dense, crumbly.
Yeah.
You can break off a piece. I like to grab a slice of sharp cheddar, a little circle of salami,
Mm, mm.
a little dab of mustard, a little stack right there. Mm, it's like a little sandwich with no bread, you know?
Yeah, that's good.
Mm,
That's
hmm
good. Now that
yeah.
I'm thinking about this more, I think you would absolutely have to have like a sharp cheese to eat 5 pounds of it, because thinking of 5 pounds of like wet mozzarella cheese is like
Don't
nauseating
say
to me.
wet mozzarella. Anytime
What?
I see like TikToks or those videos of people making cheese
You don't like
and it's
moist?
all moist
You
and
don't moist
goopy,
mozzarella?
no, I don't like to think too hard about how cheese is made and
Yeah, that's
like
true.
yogurt and stuff. I don't want to think about it. I don't
Well,
want to be part of that.
speaking of thinking, what if your mind was trapped inside of a dolphin? How do you think you would go about trying to communicate with a human to let them know, like, hey, it's Sherman Cool in here. I don't actually like fish that much.
I guess I would probably try to do whatever I could to show them that I understand what they're saying.
Mm.
So like they hold out a fish, I eat it. Like they hold up a hoop, I jump through it.
Hmm.
Light the hoop on fire, I jump through it still, just to show
Yeah,
like, yeah, I know that's a hoop. Like I'm one of you, you know?
yeah, yeah.
They hop in the water with me, I swim with them. They want to ride me, I let them.
Mm.
Um, and hopefully eventually they'll get the point that like, wow, this guy is kind of intelligent.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll like uh ask me a yes or no question and ask for like one click or one
What was that?
for yes and two for for no.
Yeah.
And then I'll be able to answer them because I understand, right?
How would you
Uh,
answer exactly?
so it's one for yes and two for no.
Yeah, I think I would.
'Cause
Yeah,
you heard me, right? That's
I
you don't speak dolphin.
no.
It's basically yes and no, but
Oh, okay.
uh,
Yeah,
to say it to where humans can understand, it's got to be like, simple,
yeah.
simplified.
Simplify it. I like that. That's a good idea. I think I would know. I would know for sure. Like
You
if
think
you,
so?
yeah. Like give me that. How you would say it to me one more time?
You
Because
really want to hear it again?
yeah. I think that's the deciding factor. Yeah, that's the way Sherman Cool talks. Yeah, I would know for sure.
You would know?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I
Well,
know
I
you
would just
well
hope.
enough.
I hope that you work at the aquarium or on the fishing boat or like that's one thing. I guess I would go to P42 Sherman Wallaby Way, Sydney. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And take the East Australian Current, right there,
yeah.
and then from there, I just probably follow all Finding Nemo and just kind of trying
Just
to.
yeah.
I don't.
I
What
feel
would you
like
do?
what would
I
I
feel like
do?
I would probably discover some hidden talent of dolphins and then just like
Yeah.
mentally communicate with humans.
Honestly, I think I'd just go all in on being a dolphin.
Oh, screw being a human. That sucked anyway.
Yeah, it's like terrible. Like I gotta go to work every day. Like
Dolphins don't have work. They
dolphins
don't even
don't have
have
work.
bills.
They don't have nothing. They literally
Wow.
nope. And everybody likes them. And like
That's true.
I'm not gonna
For
get
the most part.
Yeah, like what's gonna kill me in the ocean?
Orca?
Nah,
No?
no, I destroy orcas.
Oh shit. I mean,
Yeah.
you do run in a pack, right? I
Yeah.
think dolphins they're like
Oh yeah.
pretty tight knit.
Yeah, I'm leading the pack. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
me and Burger King as a dolphin, and we're killing it in the ocean. We're just
One dolphin with a black mustache, another dolphin with a gold crown and a red cape.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
We're just Soleil in the ocean chilling out. Like we would probably go to, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney too, but just to hang out. Like that's where the party is, right?
Sure.
That's where all the
Dolphin
seagulls
party.
are and the birds with the big flappy that
Oh,
what
it's
is
not a duck, it's a pelican.
yeah, it's not a duck, it's
Yeah.
a pelican. Yeah. It's not a chicken
Yeah.
either. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I would just go all in on being a dolphin. I think it would like hurt my streaming career a lot. Probably totally destroy this podcast.
Let's talk about that because there's water cooled PCs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never really thought about that.
SpongeBob literally lights fires underwater in the ocean. So like
My PC would be so cool.
that's what I'm saying. And then the current, the ocean current, it'd just be a constant flow through your PC.
Yeah. And imagine the
mhm.
backdrop. Like you're seeing like the freaking
yeah.
Great Barrier Reef.
Dolphin stream for sure.
Yeah.
Get your dolphin boys in the background. That'd be the sickest. Like
Dolphin
you know how
party?
big streamers have like this big bedroom and it's like
Yeah.
super wide angle camera. You can see everything.
I got
That's
the
like
Pacific,
what it would be.
dog. I got
Oh
the
yeah,
Pacific.
GoPros are waterproof, water
Yeah.
resistant. Oh yeah, it's doable.
I guess I would have to try to communicate with you to let you know that I'm changing into a dolphin, though.
I think it would take some time, but I would accept you.
You would accept me?
Yeah, luckily I already know dolphin, so
That's
we
true.
wouldn't have any communication issues.
Except I would have to learn. I don't know dolphin. Do I automatically learn it? Becoming a dolphin?
Yeah. Good thing is you don't have to change in any way the way you eat string cheese.
True.
You wouldn't be able to because you don't have thumbs anymore. Remember? It's the advantage of being a human and being able to eat string cheese with your thumbs, stringing it.
Yeah.
But that's one thing that wouldn't change is you just keep eating it like a goddamn monster.
A dolphin.
Freak of nature.
No, dolphins aren't freaks of nature.
You would be.
Dolphin. No, I'm not. No, I'd be.
Well, as a dolphin, it'd be normal eating string cheese like that, so it would be better.
Yeah, like how are you gonna complain to me? I don't have thumbs. Like I can't even open it. You got to open the string cheese for me and throw it.
It's almost like you might as well be a dolphin already.
And then you got to pet my tongue, like they do at SeaWorld.
How weird is that? That's kind of weird.
That's real weird now that we're talking about it.
How would you take that if you were a human in a dolphin body? Would you? It might feel great.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never had anybody scratch my tongue.
You just bite their hand off. It kind of tickles.
Yeah,
like brushing my tongue with the toothbrush.
Actually, putting your
tickles a little
finger,
bit.
putting your finger on it's not the same as a toothbrush because I do that with my toothbrush too. Don't put your finger on your tongue. That feels weird. I'm not
kind of icky.
That. Yeah, that's icky. Ugh.
Where's your fingers been?
Ugh. I don't know.
All right.
I haven't scratched any dolphin tongue today. I know that.
No, I wonder if they're scratchy like a cat's tongue.
That's good. We'll have to do a IRL stream where we go to SeaWorld and hang out with the dolphins.
Maybe next episode we can have a dolphin fact segment where we just talk obscure facts about dolphins.
It's a good idea. Write that down.
That's riveting content.
Dolphin only stream.
Dolphin only stream. We can put on dolphin costumes.
Only dolphin fans.
Only dolphin fins. Only dolphin. Only dolphins. We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it.
Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah. We'll get it.
It'll be a new show.
New show. New channel that we only talk about dolphins.
But for this show
we don't do that.
And this show is coming to an end.
It is.
Do you want to talk about Indie Iceberg now, or do you want to push that off to next episode?
No, I'll just tell people what it is right now. I'm going to play the video for you and I'm going to tell you about the game and I'm going to just do the and we're going to play this. So this game for Indie Iceberg is called Pizza Possum.
Pizza Possum.
Pizza Possum. It's a new game. that just came out September 28th, and it's from the developers of Friends versus Friends. Remember that game?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
so the cool little game. It's single player or co-op. Your goal is to eat all the food. You're a possum, and you're trying to eat all the food, and not get caught by the guard dogs. I think if you play co-op, your little friend is a raccoon. Maybe it's another
Oh,
possum.
fun.
I don't know, but it's like cool. Like you sneak around as a possum, eat all the food. Guard dogs don't catch
Run
you.
away.
Yeah, it's a fun little arcade, you know, game. Cool little experience. It's on sale right now on Steam, and so I think it's one that's pretty cool, and we're gonna try it out. And then, of course, you guys know we've pivoted into we're going to make videos about these games that we play. And you'll see those on our YouTube channel at some point in the future. And you'll have to subscribe and check the YouTube channel because we're not going to tell you.
Yeah.
Because we want you to go look because you're an adult.
That's right. We're kind of backed up right now because we're
ate
working
5 pounds
on
of
Labyrinthian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm backed up.
That'll slow you down.
Yeah.
That'll back you up.
That'll back
But
you
yeah,
up.
we're behind on Labyrinthian. We want to get a video out on that. We have Heartwood Online. We still want to talk about some more and make a video on. And then now Pizza Possum. So we got some stuff in the works that we're gonna be working on, and I'm excited. Pizza Possum looks cute. Tooth, thank you for buying it for me. Thanks for gifting it to me.
You're welcome.
You the man. And it kind of reminds me of looking at like Cooking Mama.
Okay.
Or like what's it called? What's it called?
The
Unbaked,
uncooked.
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Overcooked.
Overcooked. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh man, I was about to explode.
I'm a gamer.
Overcooked looks kind of like an Overcooked meets like Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Yeah. So it's Raw Fury, Friends versus Friends. It's on PC. It's on Switch. It's on PS5. It's on Xbox Series X and S. We're gonna talk about it at another time.
Heck yeah.
And we got a lot of things in the works. Like
a lot of stuff.
Like the Dolphin channel that we're starting. The Guinness
Dolph Only fans.
The Guinness Book of World Record cheese eating challenge. The Burger King place race, and ending this episode for the night.
And ending this episode. Got a lot in the works, but I think first we're gonna get to the ending the episode bit because we can talk all night. Time gets away from us, and I checked the time, and it's been almost freaking 2 hours.
I would hate to be the editor.
Yeah, I'm sure you would be, but that's okay. I'll just cut out all the times that Tooth talked, and that should drop it down to about an hour.
They're mostly us.
Half hour. But for this episode, the only noise you should be making is. What was that?
I'm a terrible dolphin. I would die.
Was that? What did you just call me? How dare you say that about my dolphin mama? You sound like a sad goat. like the goat just wants back in the house.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
All right, that's it for episode 42 of Mustache Ride. Thank you for watching. If you're watching live, we thank you very much for coming through. And if you're watching later on YouTube, leave a comment with what you would do to get the attention of humans
and
if
how
you
much
were
cheese
stuck
you
in a
eat.
dolphin body. And how much cheese would you realistically commit to eating for $1,000 a pound? I think 2 is mighty fine and just fine. And I'm not gonna hurt myself, but it's tempting. $1,000, it's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
Let us know down in the comments. Subscribe, like the video, share it with your mom, show her, because surely your mom would like a podcast with a name such as ours. So
Surely.
just tell Shirley about our podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. See you later.
Bye, everybody.